unfortunately, that's where my Hungarian ends. So here we are. This is my colleague Smilja from Vojvodina ICT cluster. My name is Daniel. I'm here on behalf of company Innocence. So maybe Smilja can tell you something more about the cluster itself.
Thank you, Daniel. Yeah, just a few words. I'm from Vojvodina ICT cluster from Novi Sad, from Újvidék. And we are the institution that connects mostly companies, university, and public sector. Vojvodina ICT cluster was founded in 2010. 17 companies from Novi Sad mostly were the founders of this institution. And today we have more than 30 companies. And the most important thing, and that's why we are here, is that we are part and the partner of the Block.IS project. My colleague Daniel is going to present his institution and the project itself. And at the end, I'm going to tell you just a few words about one of the aspects of this project.
Thank you, Smilja. So I'm here on behalf of company Innocence from Novi Sad, as Smilja said, Újvidék, from Serbia, that aims through its projects and activities to enable new technologies for the agriculture of today. And basically one of these projects is why we are here today, and it's called Block.IS. It's a catchy name for blockchain innovation spaces. So before we indulge into this presentation, I usually start with the question, who knows what blockchain is? But since we are on one IT conference, that's a bit of a redundant question. So I would rather ask you, do you know, please raise your hand if you know where blockchain is applicable. Good. Okay, this is the point of this question. Blockchain is really big topic now in Europe, and the European Union also recognizes it as future. And during this presentation, you will get to know that you do not need to be a blockchain expert in order to apply for the acceleration program. So the main question of this presentation as well is, what is Block.IS? Well, the vision of the project is to create an open and collaborative cross-border and cross-sectoral innovative ecosystem that will boost the usage of blockchain technology within three main sectors that we will later talk about. It aims to achieve that through its vast number of activities, but most importantly through its accelerator program, all in order for the EU economy to keep growing sustainably and to be able to respond for the future global challenges. So, as aforementioned, there are three main sectors that this project is focusing on: agri-food, finance and logistics respectively. And those are three big and important and valuable sectors of the European economy. And together they have an immense market value, innovation potential, and ability to connect markets. And yeah, we also, as a big project, have a big group of people that are interested in it and that we're targeting. Those are tech startups and SMEs, or how we like to call them, innovators. Those people can be any of you here in the room. Next one are clusters and SMEs association, really important part of the project, and we will later have a topic about it. Then we also have investors and corporates, the ones that really like the project because after the project they will have a polished idea to invest in further. Then we also have startup accelerators, basically whole industry, and authorities and politicians, as I previously said, that recognized the influence and the importance blockchain has and how it can improve their communities as well. So, what's in it for you? There are two open calls to accelerate the most prominent ideas that are focusing on blockchain innovation. There's Block.IS accelerator, as I previously said. It will go into 3 stages, and there's a lot of money. There's 2.8 million of equity-free funding, meaning that we will give out 2.8 million without requesting anything back. And only 90 top startups and SMEs will get that opportunity throughout 2 open calls. And yeah, this is the slide I mentioned at the beginning. You do not need to be a blockchain expert in order to participate. We have that covered for you because Block.IS will offer both technical and business support to its participants. So for the technical part, we already have blockchain enablers, softwares are already ready for you to implement and use it for your idea. Of course, there is tailored tech support and support help desk if you need some further assistance. On the other hand, there is business support. We're going to offer one-on-one mentorship, business mentorships. There will be immersive boot camps around Europe, and you will be presented to pan-European pool of investors and corporates. So, this is how graphically accelerator program looks like. Generally, it's really complex maybe to explain, and there's a lot of information to be given. So yeah, we will, as mentioned, we will have 2 open calls, and submissions will be done via the F6S platform. F6S is a huge startup community, and they are the coordinators of this project. Then, after the submission, there will be evaluation around 1 month, and then best teams will enter the innovate phase, and the next one's experiment and commercialize, and roughly that lasts around for a year. So this is the first phase. In the first open call, 45 best selected ideas will enter the phase that lasts for 1 month, and basically during that 1 month, the selected applicants will have an opportunity to polish their idea, to maybe build some prototypes, etc. And they will get €3,000 lump sum to travel to an event that will be happening in Turkey at the end of January to present their ideas to our external evaluators. And top 23 out of those will enter the experiment stage. So that is the longest one, the most intense one, that will last for 8 months. And they, participants, those 23, will have an opportunity to actually build their product and their service that is based on a blockchain idea, and they will receive €50,000 during that process. And after that, top 10 solutions will be selected to enter the commercialize phase. It's the one that is self-explanatory, so basically they will have an opportunity to create campaigns, to engage new customers, and they will get €7,000 to achieve that, and it lasts for 2 months. At the end of the process, it is expected from them to have a viable product. So to summarize everything, because it's a lot of information, first open call, submissions, then evaluation, innovate phase, innovate event where they will advance to the next stage, and at the end of, after 8 months, they will enter the commercialized phase. It's, as I said, roughly around 1 year. Of course, European Union is involved, so there's a lot of rules. This is just some of them. If you want to apply, you should go definitely throughout all of them. So one of the basic ones that we get asked frequently is who can apply. Basically, if you are an SME or a startup that's a legal entity, you can apply. So if you're established 2 days before the open call deadline, it's okay, you're a legal entity, you're allowed to apply. You can apply only with one proposal can be selected On the other hand, you can resubmit your application on the next open call, only in the case if you haven't entered the innovate phase previously. And yeah, at the end of the accelerator program, you can get up to 60,000 euro in total. And yeah, I'm glad to tell you that the first open call is officially launched, and you can already apply since September 4th until November 6th. So you still have around 3 weeks to apply. That is absolutely sufficient. And the application process is not that complicated. First, you go to that F6S platform, that is www.f6s.com, and register yourself. You need to be registered on the platform. Then you read carefully all the open call documents to see if you're liable, if your idea fits the open call, and then just fill in 30 application questions, and you're in the game to enter the accelerator program. And yeah, we talked about clusters. Clusters are really important in this project, and more about it, Smilia.
Yeah, as Daniel mentioned, the clusters are a very important part of this project, and the most important thing is that clusters also get some money from this project. Okay, after his story about 2.8 million euros, mine is not going to be that exciting, but clusters will be able to get some kind of travel vouchers to attend events that Block.IS project is going to organize. There will be 15 cluster missions where not just clusters, but also SMEs that are involved in blockchain will be able to participate. And we will provide up to 750 euros for those who are selected to participate. So 15 missions is going to be organized. In fact, one had been organized 2 weeks ago in Novi Sad. So 14 to go. What is important is that we try to choose at least 5 clusters and 3 SMEs per mission to participate, but usually it's more than that, because some of those whose companies, whose clusters are in the vicinity of the host event are not going to get 750, but a bit less. Of course, that's not that important at the moment. The most important thing is that the application process is not too complicated. Clusters and SMEs can apply following these few steps that will be explained to those who will decide to find out more about this project. But the most important thing is that the following missions, the next one is already announced. This is the one that is going to happen in November in Lithuania. So the open call has just been opened this week. For those who might be interested to participate, it's a good chance to check the application documents and to apply. So, too many information. I know we had too many things to present at the moment, but in case you need more info, we are here to answer to some of your questions now and after the event. Of course, you can find us our website, follow our social media and everything, but please feel free to ask your questions now. Thank you.
Are there any questions? Please.
Perhaps you can briefly announce Budapest mission in April?
Yeah, of course. We are at the moment arranging all the details for the cluster mission that is going to happen in Budapest. It's going to happen in spring, most most probably in next year. Sorry. And we are going to organize it with the Blockchain Association of Hungary. So we have already made, well, almost all necessary steps to arrange this mission. So maybe if you're not interested to come to, I don't know, Vilnius or maybe Valencia, because Valencia will be in December, you would like to come to Budapest, and all of you will be very welcome to participate. So just for the beginning, just check our website and F6S platform and try to find the information you need. There is a blog, there is a possibility to ask questions there, but also you can contact us as well, and we will help you to go to the process and get all the information you need. Thank you very much.
And it's funded, you get money for it.
Okay, there are no
Questions? Köszönöm szépen.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you.